Ladies and gentlemen, pull up a chair and take a seat because today we need to have a little bit of a talk about the US economy and now the inevitable recession. First, I want to make it clear that everyone has been being lied to by the Federal Reserve, by our government, and even by our own president, repeatedly telling us that the economy is strong and healthy and that we have nothing to worry about. While these people of power have been looking at the same data that I'm about to share with you guys for months now and have been choosing to not share with the people that a recession is not only just likely, but almost inevitable. I myself believe that their decision to lie to the people is wrong, as people deserve to know what is coming so they have time to adequately prepare and make the correct decisions. But since these people are obviously not going to be telling anyone the truth anytime soon, I guess that I might as well share the truth with you. The truth is that the economy has overheated as a result of the supply chain problems and the massive amount of stimulus that has been injected into the economy because of the COVID disaster. And now, in the wake of the COVID disaster, the Fed has not been able to act swiftly enough to get in front of this rampant inflation that we have been experiencing in the United States, which has been amplified even more as the world has been experiencing geopolitical events over in Russia and Ukraine, putting more pressure on inflation, especially affecting consumer staples, things such as food and energy, which in other words is your groceries and your gasoline to fill up your vehicle. On top of this, with most people's stimulus money already being spent and US consumer credit card debt being at the highest level that it has ever been, this is forcing people to spend more money on things like food and gas, which of course are necessary to live life, but less money on things such as consumer discretionaries. Not only is this pushing consumer sentiment down to the lowest that it's been ever since 2008, but it is also causing companies such as Walmart, Target, and other large company names like this to be seeing inventory spikes, the likes of which they haven't seen in years. And now as we see inventory spike and less people spending money on discretionary items, we're going to start to see these companies lay off employees in order to try and save margins. All while rents and home prices are at all-time highs at the same time as the Fed is actually starting to increase interest rates, making homes even more unaffordable. And if all this isn't already enough to start having alarms sound off inside your head, we have to mention that unemployment is already at lows of which that we only see near times of recession. The most accurate recession indicator, the yield curve, is not only inverted just once, but it is inverted twice alone this year, all while we have already had one negative quarter of GDP growth this year and seemed like we are well on our way to a second quarter of negative GDP growth thanks to the Atlanta Fed GDP Now figure, which would officially mark the start of the recession.